wait getting to that moment the other night?
Say that one more time.
Been worth the wait getting to that moment the other night?
Oh, yeah, all the work we put in, I was excited to get out there and go do what we've been working for, so, yeah.
What was that experience like for you guys? I mean, it'd been a while. You know, the COVID year, no fans hardly.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was a tough one. I guess the Bama game was exciting, but you didn't win it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was good to go out there and win, but we got another game this week to focus on, get ready for. It's a very important game. We got to focus up, got to handle business. So it was cool, but on to the next. Yeah.
How similar, you've played Utah, how similar on their defensive line are they to what you're seeing this week? It seems, to the naked eye, they play pretty similar games.
Yeah, movement-wise, I would say they're not as drastic. They move a little bit, but I wouldn't say they're as drastic. They're obviously bigger SEC defensive linemen. The game, it's a bigger game, I would say, because it means a little bit more. So I would say that they're not the same teams, but they just have different personnel, and they run kind of similar things, I guess you could say.
We've been hearing a lot about Osiris since he transferred here. What's it like playing beside him, and what makes him special as an offensive lineman, do you think?
I like playing next to Saibo. I mean, he's a stud. You hear all the good stuff. He's strong, big, all the good things, intangibles that you want from a guard, and he's smart. So I just like being next to Saibo.
How'd you guys feel after playing every snap against Utah?
Say that one more time.
How'd you feel after playing every snap against Utah?
I mean, I was expecting it, so I wasn't really shocked or anything. It was good, I guess. I was happy to be on the field with my guys, but I was expecting to be on the field the whole game, so nothing new.
Do you guys think about or talk about that Kentucky game from last year, or is it just completely in the rear view?
I mean, sometimes it's not like something that we're scared to talk about. We talk about it sometimes, but we know what we got to do this week. We know there's a lot on the line, handle business. We know what to do.
What about the record? You guys block all that out?
Like our team record?
Yeah, I mean, ranked in the AP poll. Do you?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm happy to be ranked number 12 right now. That's cool, but like I said, at the end of the day, on to the next, because you got to beat them to keep going up, and if you don't, you know what happens. So that's cool and all. It's fun to see it, but at the end of the day, we got to go handle business.
You guys had one procedural penalty the other night.
Mm-hmm.
What is that encouraging? Seeing that, because last year, I mean, Kentucky, forget, but just the whole year, there just seemed to be a good bit of those.
Yeah, I would say so. Just discipline, get handling business. I would say so, though, yeah.
Well, what is different there?
Discipline-wise?
Well, just in terms of like the focus there, do the two O-line coaches help with that? I mean,
I think it's more, honestly, us wanting to not do it than the coaches chirping at us about not doing it, because we're not out there just lollygagging around like, oh, we get to play football. Like, we're out there as business. Like, I'm trying to handle business, get to the next level, do what I got to do. So we're just trying to clean it up, because we know if we clean it up and do what we're supposed to do, we can take this thing far.
You mentioned clean it up. What did you see from last week that you guys got to clean up before you play this game?
In my room, I would really say I think we had a decent game. I would say in my room, just technique, little things, and maybe scheme-wise, just being more alert. But everything else, I think we're pretty solid with.
What do you think of the O-line unit overall in the first game and what you guys did well?
I mean, we did what we were expecting to do, go out there and roll them a little bit. But I think we've put in the work, so it's not really a shock to us. Like I said earlier, it's not really a shock to us what we go out there and do. It's just a matter of consistency and doing it every week.
Utah was pretty physical front seven. Does Kentucky project any different, or how do you see the chance to establish a run against them versus what you did against Utah?
Yeah, for sure. I think Kentucky, I mean, they're going to come to play. They're not going to come and just fold, lay down. But I think, like I said, if we do what we're supposed to do, handle business how we're supposed to do it, I think everything will be fine.
You've been working with the coaches, the O-line coaches since the spring. But
right.
What was it like being with the trenches and then the first game and like having both of them work with you guys? What was that like in a game?
It was pretty cool. It was nice to have Stape on the top end telling us what's going on, because sometimes when we get back on the sideline, you're a little, tired and flabbergasted a little bit of what just happened. So it was nice to be able to come down and just have those conversations and be able to talk about what's going on and making our adjustments with both them.
And how comfortable did you feel just in the scheme and making all the calls and everything?
Oh yeah, I felt great. As long as you study what you're supposed to study and watch what you're supposed to watch, it's cool. It's not really anything crazy.
Anthony, do anything to surprise you out there? Or is that what you expected?
I already know what you're talking about, but honestly, we saw that I want to say twice during camp, during camp. So when he did it, it was obviously like, dang, he did it in the game, but he did it in practice before, so it wasn't that crazy. But I mean, it was impressive. I didn't even see it. I'm sure when I watched it on my phone, yeah.
A lot of things he does is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Well, are you kind of like sometimes you're on the field, does it not surprise you, but is it just, you just said impress? When you see him just rip one, and the way you can throw it or take off for 45 yards like it's nothing.
I mean, on the field, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm locked in, so I'm not really paying attention to what's going on with anybody except the O-line and the defense. But, I mean, I definitely get happy when he goes and runs for 50 yards because that gets me off the field a little bit quicker.
What do you think about Montrell and his running style and just what he does well in the run game?
I like Montrell a lot. I think he's a hard runner, hard worker. I think he's a stud. He's going to be a good player for us.
When you get to that fourth quarter, 6 minutes to go in the game, 14-play drive, only 3 called passes. You threw it twice, and then Anthony did what Anthony does on one of them. But how good does it feel as an offensive lineman to know that the coaches basically put the game on you guys? You pound away, get us the holes, and our guys will do the rest.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, that's how we feel it needs to go in our room. In our room, we personally feel like if it's on our back, we're good because we got veterans in the room. We got guys who played ball, know what's going on. We got monsters. When I say that, I really mean that. We got dogs in that room. So we're real comfortable when Coach does things like that because at the end of the day, we still got Ant back there. It's on all of us for real. But when he puts it on us, I think that makes me more comfortable than it being in someone else's hands personally.
Did you also notice that the former head coach picked you guys to finish 4th in the East?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Was that a big talking point in the locker room?
Not really. I mean, we joked about it the day it came out, but at the end of the day, you go play and win games. It doesn't really matter what anybody has to say.
What was the reaction from Sale and Coach Dave on the block you made that sort of sprung Anthony on that 45-yarder? Because you're pass blocking, man. You get downfield and chuck the dude to the ground to kind of clear that left side.
They were excited on the sideline because it was a touchdown. I don't know if necessarily because of what I did that they were excited, but then when we got in the film room, they obviously gave me my props and whatnot. But it was cool, just doing my job.
What do props from those guys look like compared to?
It's just real good job finishing right here, 6'5", stuff like that, little things like that.
Hey, what about the celebration game? Y'all were busting out, having some fun with it. Where'd y'all get that concept from? What is this thing about?
Dancing in the locker room after?
No, the celebration game.
Oh, honestly, I didn't know that was a thing until the game, honestly with you. I think that's something they brought over from Louisiana, but it's cool. I ain't really use it, so I was just trying to get some water when we got on the sideline.
Will you get to use it at some point?
I mean, if I grab it, yeah. They were trying to hand it to me, but I was more focused on, you feel me, getting on the sideline, getting some.
You go, hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now we got a baton.
Yeah. I like it, though. It's cool.
So when you said you were in the game, I know you said you're focused on your unit and the defense.
Mm-hmm.
When you got your back turned to Ant and you hear that crowd, what was going through your mind in that moment? Did you think that he had done something?
On the run?
Yeah, no, on the 2 point.
Oh, the little whirly bird?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he scored, I thought we scored at least, so I didn't really think too much of what was happening. I was just trying to block, hurt the crowd. That cues me to go run to the end zone and pick somebody up.
Kingsley, you seem to be a very business matter-of-fact kind of guy, right? You guys celebrated, but now it's all in Kentucky. Why is it so important that you guys appreciate the moment and the hard work of what you do, but then say, all right, that's in the past, tomorrow's a new day, let's go get it?
Because it's an SEC East game, and it counts double. And also, at the end of the day, you don't get this one, where we're going, you know what I mean? So we're trying to lock in. I mean, it's cool. I'm happy we won, and obviously it's still in the back of our minds, but we got to focus because if you let that get into your head, oh, we're the best, oh, we just beat number 7, yada, yada, yada. Okay, what happens when you go play 20 at Kentucky? You feel me? we got to go handle business. So, because at the end of the day, if we don't go win, y'all are going to be asking me, so what happened? You feel me? So, got to go handle business.
One more question, guys. On one of those long runs, Anthony's 45-yard touchdown, I think Austin came in, right tackle. What have you seen out of him in terms of growth, and what does it say about him that he can fill in there and keep him in there?
I'm comfortable with Austin when he's in the game with me. I think he's developed a lot over the spring and the summer. He's matured a lot. He's learned the playbook real well, and he's gotten his technique down. I'm real comfortable with Austin Barber in the game with me when he needs to be. And I think he did his job, did what he was supposed to do. First time really out there, so I think he's going to be good for us as well when we need him. Yes, sir, Duval, you know it.